Hello everyone, it's Happy and today we're going to be looking at the mini buffed Action X. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment as to what tank I should do next, and don't forget to leave a like as well. We're about to start, so go get something to eat, maybe something to drink, and let's go. Alright, we're in the garage and we can already see its first advantage. It's freaking amazing. It looks beautiful. I bought both legendary camos for gold. As you can see, one is for the desert map and the other one is for the other maps, obviously. So yeah, it looks freaking amazing. Now onto the stats, so you guys know what I'm talking about, especially for this tank. I've played around 300 battles. I think I have a 76% win rate, and I was in the top 10 Blitz Stars players for this tank, I think, since forever. And my average damage is 2650, so I think that is a good enough stat to be able to talk about this tank in more or less depth. Now let's talk about the equipment, consumables, and the ammunition. The biggest buff it got was the ammunition buff, and that's the only buff it got, but it made things so much easier on this tank. I'll talk about it in a couple of minutes or seconds, whatever. And in terms of equipment, this tank should be played like this. So you should play for accuracy, you can choose between these two, and everything else makes more or less sense. A DPM instead of penetration, again, because the DPM on this thing is crazy. It's one of the best DPM tier 8 heavy tanks on its tier. Obviously, you can load a bit less gold on here or more, depends on your playstyle, obviously. So I carry 20 Pramo shells with me, and everything else is pretty much standard. Alright, so if we take a look at the Action X and compare it to its tech tray version, we can see that the tech tray version loses in every single aspect possible, apart from camo. But since we're a heavy, camo doesn't matter too much. And what are the advantages of the Carnarvon Action X? It's an amazing DPM. I think it's the best among tier 8 heavies, as well as the armor. So the turret armor is amazing, as well as the upper plate. It's very good. The weapon handling is among the best. So we have dispersion on movement. So during movement, it's super accurate. The aim time is amazing, as well as the accuracy. It is very accurate. It's an amazing gun. The only weakness I would point out is the very low alpha. On top of that, the Carnarvon Action X isn't too fast. It's decent. It's decent. It's playable, but it's not super fast compared to like an IS-5, for example. Alright, so this replay is before the Action X got its mini buff, and in this replay you'll be able to see how quickly we run out of shells, or on a very low amount of shells. So we're in a 1v3 situation here. It's very intense, and we have DPM, but again, we ricochet once and we ricochet twice, and so I decide to do this, which is better than turning my sight to the SU. And as you can see, we no longer have regular ammunition, we only have Pramo left, and we have to shoot with very little alpha damage. And I think this buff was necessary because at times it was impossible to play with a very low amount of shells, because you're very scared to shoot, and late games become very uncomfortable to play. And now thank God here that the Black Dog is a one-shot, and he is very lightly armored. If this was a full HP'd, for example, Maushan, or a very heavy tank with a lot of HP, I'd be screwed here, because I barely have any shots. So I win this game, but again, I don't have any old replays of me running out of shells, even though I did a couple of times. We side script very well and we take him out. And this battle I actually liked. It's a very nice 1v3, but again, I'm showing you how easy shells run out. Alright, so here I'm just going to show you a very short clip of how decent the armor is. So we do bounce a lot of shells very easily, and the turret armor is just amazing. The turret is amazing. It holds heat, HE rounds very easily, and it's probably one of the best turrets on its tier. Alright, so now moving on to the live game, and this is how well I did on this first game. Alright guys, so here I'm about to play my live game on the Action X for the guide, obviously. And we're up against tier 9s, which is very not nice. I am not gonna like this. The setup it's kind of weird in my opinion. They have 3 tank destroyers, which sucks because I'm on a heavy, and if they hit me, it's gonna end very badly for me. I'm probably gonna play sensor here, so we can give a couple of shots to anyone who crosses through. And usually I would go to the far left if I was on a heavy, but our lower plate is very weak, so I'm just gonna try and play off of our turret. No one goes left, which is very weird, so I'm just gonna take a couple of shots here and I'm just gonna leave. All right, so let's try and hit the IS-3. No, amazing. I love this game so much. At least there's an E75, so let's try and shoot him a couple of times before he leaves. Nice. There you go. So I can't believe our team abandoned the left, so I'm just gonna have to push with them, because if I stay here for too long, we are gonna get pushed from behind, and I think if the IS-3 stays there, we are kind of dead. And it doesn't matter, we have to push through. I don't understand what the team is doing. They're just camping there, they're standing, they're not pushing. Remember guys, when you're bunched up on one flank, it's better to push. We obviously get shots, but it doesn't matter, we need to take out this guy. And our team needs to push, because we are screwed. We are so screwed if we stand here. We're gonna get surrounded from all sides and we are pretty much dead. Remember guys, if one flank is pushed, the second flank has to be pushed as well. So if the opposite flank is, if you guys lose the opposite flank, the flank you're on has to be pushed. Otherwise, you're just gonna get cramped from both sides. So here, the Yag Tigers here, I understand, but we need to push again. I'm just trying to push through because we are a heavy, and that is my role. I get shot again. That is just absolutely amazing, and we don't hit this. At least we ricochet this shell, and I can't believe my team is back there. What are they doing? Okay, so we're shooting the Yag Tiger with our DPM. We put adrenaline on. I'm gonna go up this hill, and he ricochets again. And we're safe behind this little thing, at least, but the team is still there. As you can see, the team is doing nothing, and it's making me super mad. All right, so the Yag Tiger is weakly armored in the lower plate, and we can easily take him out there. I think he's a couple of shots for us still, and gold won't pen him. That's amazing. That's amazing. I think he has better armor than the Tiger 2 then. Okay, so he's shot, so he's now going to be reloading, and we have a chance to do 2 shots. I've been playing a couple of games on the Carnarvon Action X, and teams have been so horrible, and it's just been pissing me off all evening pretty much. And wow, there's someone AFK, so I'm going after him, definitely going after him. That's free damage, increases your stats, so why not? And especially if he wakes up, he's gonna give us a very bad day, so we better take him out as quickly as possible. I'd rather go behind him, because if I stand right in front of him and he wakes up, it's gonna be a very bad day for me as well. So easy, we're gonna get a free damage here, and I wonder what the enemy is doing. They have 3 heavies, and they're all bunched up in the middle. Our team is gonna be pushing them, and let's take this object out really quickly so we can go help our team. We've already done over 3k, and I know most of it is like 1,500 of it doesn't count because we got it for free, but now we're going to be going into the middle and fighting the heavies. And the team this game sucked pretty much because they just stood there in one corner, and if I hadn't pushed, I think we would have been pretty screwed this game. We would have gotten jumped from all sides. Alright, so we're pushing middle. Let's get a shot on the E75 first, and bam, nice. We push adrenaline as to kill the enemies very quickly. Alright, they're down, and now let's get a couple of shots on the IS-3. So bam. I hope I take him out instead of someone else, because we're going to be doing more damage. Yes, hit me. Nice. Okay, so we've done a decent amount of damage, and I think this game was decent enough to show you how good the Action X is. Alright, we've done 4,800 damage. In reality, 3,300, but that's still decent enough. Alright, so that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and comment as well. And I will see you guys next time. Happy is out. Bye bye.